All right, Aquarius. So let's take a look at your three cards for mid-month November. Well, the first one is the Four of Wands. Wow, you guys are starting to see the fruits of your labor. Basically, the Wand cards are about our passion and our work, the work we put out in the world. This is pretty straightforward card. As you can see, there is fruit on the table. And sharing with another person. So some of you may actually have, I'm hearing the word bosses, but also compadres, people that you want to celebrate with, people you want to maybe sit down, have dinner with, a glass of wine, enjoy the fruits of your labor, feel acknowledged, actually treat yourself is what I'm hearing as well. So anyone that's, you're wanting to buy something new for your wardrobe, whether it's a scarf coming up, winter here in the Northern Hemisphere, or whether it's just a piece of, furniture and accessory for your house, or something that makes you feel good, a journal, or that seminar you want to go to. But whatever it is, you've seen the fruits of what you've put out in the world. The money feels like it's going to be coming in. This card is not about money, but it is definitely about whatever you do in life that you're seeing accomplishment. And always with these wreaths, whenever wreaths are in a card, it feels like, again, celebration. So acknowledging yourself, celebrating yourself. And then I'm also noticing these purple flowers. And especially this deck, whenever I see the purple flowers, to me, there's a spiritual component. So really, acknowledging your spirituality. And I'm getting the number 9. So any of you all that have 9 life paths, or born on the 9th, the 18th, the 27th, let's see. And it doesn't matter. It's all of you. But I am seeing the number 9. So those of you born on any of those days, then your service, what you give out in the world, or maybe the 9 is coming up, just saying, any of you that put your service out in the world, it's benefiting other people. Whether you work with people, or whether you work with animals or plants, wildlife, you're starting to see that fruit to your labor. That's awesome. Okay, so the next card that comes up is the Five of Chalices. And this is a card to me that represents someone who is crying over spilt milk, relationships that have gone wrong. I keep hearing that, what is it, Gone Wrong song. Maybe a job situation that didn't work out. People, I'm finding that personally I know, and plus hearing from YouTube, my puppy just yawned, hearing from YouTube subscribers that some people are losing their jobs, and not that that's a good thing. The first thing we think about is, oh my, what am I going to do financially? But he's whining. But it's looked to me like it's always a blessing in the end, especially in this time frame that we're transforming so much. We're in many, many, many different ways, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, our DNA. So if you've lost a job and your puppy's whining, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make a joke of this at all. It's just that he's decided to do this now. But if you've lost a job, I will tell you that this has happened to me. It's happened to my husband, people I know. And so it just feels like in the long run, it turns out to be the best thing. That you find another creative adventure to go into, or venture, or job that you really like more, or people you really like more, or something that pays you what you're worth. So just remember too, with this particular card, it is crying over spilt milk. She's pouring out the cups, and there's 3 other full cups right here. So she just turn around. There's a beautiful meadow to explore and be adventurous and see what all else is out there that will make your heart sing. It's surrounded by 2 pretty awesome cards. I'm not going to make a big deal of this card. I just feel like this may come up. Or the other thing that's coming to me around this card is this may be someone that's close to you that is whining, and sorry if I use that word, but whining and complaining about, again, about relationships, or something's not working out for them. So, if that's the case, or either way, people get tired of hearing that. It's like, move on already. Get past it, move on. There's always something better for us. The universe really does have our back. I always believe that, with good intentions put out, that I feel like that we are. And the Archangel Michael just came up in my third eye, so we do have protection. So this could be you, or this could be somebody else. And I'll pull a clarification card in a minute. I really want to know more about this. These two are kind of staying together. That's interesting. Okay, let me intuit that while I'm talking about this third card, which is the King of Pentacles. Well, the King of Pentacles is a great guy. I mean, he's well-fed, obviously. He's proud of his money. He's been successful with his money, with his finances. He's a great advisor. He's a great leader. So some of you all that are in leadership positions at work or with your own business, maybe you're the owner of your, sole owner, because it really comes up as, yay, good job, for work well done, for being in that leadership position, that managerial position, leading a project, taking charge of your own actions and yourself and your responsibilities and the money that you make. When I look at this card, I'm really just noticing the flowers and the cow. So, this is a very grounded card. This is a pentacle. So this also represents a earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. So this could be you feeling really good about that, or it could be someone comes into your life to assist you and help you with putting your plans together. Even if they're just giving you suggestions, or they may be a mentor. But whatever Aquarius you are, this is a good sign. This is definitely a prosperous card to have in a spread. Okay. And I'm going to pull some clarification cards. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Okay, this one definitely wanted to come out. The Hermit card. All right. Well, it may be that if anyone's focusing on the negative, that, go inside of yourself, take some time out. A lot of times this card, or in this deck especially, this particular deck, is the hermit walking out of his house. It's at night, always. And he's looking at a path that he's forging ahead on his own. But he's gone in internally, and how can he do this? How can he make things better? But it's up to him. He knows how to do it. So you have everything inside of you that you need. So meditative-wise, that you can reflect and focus and visualize and ask yourself questions. Or if you like a reading. A lot of times a reading is good for bouncing off ideas and intuitively working together. That's how I like to work with my clients the most, is, their intuition as well as mine. And we come up with some pretty fabulous stuff. So, but what I'm saying here is, this card could be the result of this. Go into yourself. Figure out what it is that your path is calling for. I feel like the surrounding cards are so beneficial, but some of you still need to do a little bit of that. All right, well, okay, so the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune card came up. So you know how we have the ups and we have the downs in life. Well, apparently for you, Aquarius, or, this is a general reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, so be sure and watch your rising and moon signs, okay? But for some of you Aquarians, this is a very positive card that's saying, hey, you're on top of the wheel right now. You're on top of things. You're in a positive state of mind, positive mode. So, it has the dove and it has the angel and the boar and the lion. And it feels like this is the astrological wheel. Yeah, because this represents the sun, this represents the yin and the yang. So these are all things combined. This is life, like life is in motion. And you have angelic blessings. So it feels like with this King of Pentacles, whose money is working for him, I feel like you're starting to value your services, you're valuing your work. You've honed in on what you're really good at, and it's working for you. It's working for you guys. Well, and the reason the Four of Wands came up is the Ten of Rods, which is the same as the Wand card, is you've worked awfully damn hard. Excuse my language, but I mean, when this card comes up, and especially when it matches another Wand card, and it's saying you've carried a lot of responsibility. You've carried a lot of your work on your shoulders. Maybe you've carried some people and their ideas and all their stuff. Don't be too I mean, it's hard to say don't be too empathic. Empathic means taking in other people's stuff, other people's emotions. So you may have done some of that as well, because this may not only be your physical work, but I'm also getting emotions around this or negative energy. But you see, what he's really doing is he's taking all of his past experience, his work, and he's wanting to move up to this mountain of purple and with rays of light shining on it. So he has a goal in mind. And apparently this goal, your goals, either what you've written down or what you've thought about what you want in your life, your heart desires, there's the fruits of the labor. So this is not for naught. There is fruits of your labor, my friends. And the last card I'm going to pull, because I just thought it would be fun, is one of Stephen Farmer's Earth Magic cards. These are, components about the Earth, and I just thought it might be fun to pull one. And you know what's funny is the top one's wanting to come out. So let's just look at it. Ooh, crystals. Loving that one. Loving that one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I do readings at a crystal shop, and it's hard not to love crystals. And, this card is amethyst, obviously, and it's about focus. So for you all to really focus intuitively, use your third eye intuition. Go into that dreamlike stage of, if I could have this in my life, what would it be? And let your imagination go wild. Crystals are amazing. I keep them around me when I do readings. And this is all about gaining clarity and focus and messages, intuitive messages. So pay attention to any angelic signs that come up, synchronicities, feathers, coins. When you wake up in the morning, you're still in that dreamy state, and yet what was it that, the last thing I saw, because a lot of times to me that happens, is the last thing I dream or issue or whatever I'm in that dreamy stage, that's a signal for me or a sign. But pay attention to it, and you may want to have an amethyst or some crystals around you to gain that clarity, to gain that focus, to gain that spiritual wisdom that will help you manifest on this earthly plane. All right, loving that card. You all have some good ones for the second half of November. So I'm going to add these up numerologically for you. I see 4, 5 is 9, and 1 is 10. Well, interestingly enough, 10 is the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot cards, in the major arcana cards, right? So, you know, usually I deduce them, and I will deduce it to 1 and 0 is 1, and 1 is about I can do it. I have everything in me I need. I'm creative. I'm physically strong. I'm mentally strong. I'm spiritually strong. And when you do that, then you'll see that Wheel of Fortune turning in your positive direction. So stay positive, stay open, stay creative, keep visualizing. And if you'd like to do that with me, I love to do that with people, is to visualize what you want in your life. And I mean, we won't put it out there as, oh, maybe 3 to 5 years. We'll create it to where it's happening right now, and that will jumpstart it, to jumpstart the creation in leaps and bounds, and not have to wait the 3 to 5 years.